From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, October 25th, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.84 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,165 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $290. Antiwar.com reports following Friday's talks in Vienna, which he labeled consultations, Secretary of State John Kerry revealed that the next official talks on Syria could begin as soon as next week to discuss some ideas, which he says were floated on Friday, but which remain secret. The meeting on Friday involved Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the U.S., though Kerry suggested other nations might be allowed to be involved in the actual talks. When asked, he would not rule out Iranian involvement, though it seems at this point there is no serious consideration toward involving Syria itself. Iranian involvement would likely be opposed by Saudi Arabia, who in their own statement said there was no consensus on Assad at Vienna, likely reflecting Saudi and U.S. demands for immediate regime change and Russia's opposition to that. While the U.S. did not rule out Iranian involvement, there have been reports earlier this month that Kerry very much wants to exclude Western European nations from the talks, claiming France, Britain, and Germany are not directly involved and should remain sidelined. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system and to fully capitalize on that decision in their fundraising efforts. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. UPI reports at least 3 people were killed and 34 injured when a car plowed into and through a crowd during Oklahoma State University's homecoming parade. The 25-year-old driver of the car was arrested and charged with driving under the influence after careening into the crowd along the parade route around 11:30 a.m. Conda Walker, who was attending the homecoming celebration, told the Stillwater News Press, "At first we thought it was part of the show. Then people were flying 30 feet into the air like rag dolls." The driver, Adacia Chambers, drove her 2014 Hyundai Elantra into an unmanned police motorcycle and then into the crowd at the termination point of the parade, according to a report from the city. Police reported 3 people died, while 8 critically wounded and 9 seriously injured were taken to the hospital, and 17 walking wounded later arrived at Stillwater Medical Center. Stillwater Police Captain Kyle Gibbs told NBC News that the count of injured may go up because some members of the crowd were treated at the parade scene because of emergency personnel participation in the event. Gibbs said he did not know if Chambers drove into the crowd intentionally or if she lost control of her car. However, the investigation was being treated as a homicide. For over 35 years, Robertson Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports Louisiana voters headed to the polls on Saturday to choose a successor to Governor Bobby Jindal, but experts and surveys suggest the race may go to a runoff after a faltering campaign by early favorite Republican U.S. Senator David Vitter. The contest, dubbed a jungle primary with candidates from all parties on the same ballot, has generated little interest from the electorate, making it unlikely the primary vote will result in an outright winner, according to analysts. If no candidate garners at least 50% of the vote on Saturday, the top 2 finishers will meet in a runoff on November 21st. Vitter has mounted a frontrunner's campaign even as he dropped in the polls. The 2-term U.S. Senator, dogged by a 2007 prostitution scandal, participated in only 2 of the 8 gubernatorial debates and shunned the media. Some polls in October showed Democrat John Bel Edwards, the minority leader of the Louisiana State House, beating Vitter in a head-to-head matchup. Even so, University of New Orleans political science professor Ed Chervenak said the Democrat would face an uphill battle to win the governorship in the deeply Republican state. Light early voting numbers have led pollsters to forecast low overall voter turnout, which tends to favor Republicans in Louisiana. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.